Hey y'all, we back.
Shut up and put your money where your mouth is.
Oh, I know that's right.
Marna had a talk the other day where she was just explaining to me, basically, God puts people in your life for certain reasons. They can be for life or for lessons.
It's very true. I saw this quote on Instagram and it was like, the more you focus on the negative of a situation, you are going to fail. Mm-hmm. But if you choose to focus on the positive and what you learned out of the situation, that is when you're going to prevail. Going through stuff builds character. So what did you learn and how can you move differently moving forward? Because if you didn't go through that, now you wouldn't know how to move in life.
I feel like we both have had situations where it's like my best friend at the time has hooked up with my man.
Whoa.
Actually, that's happened to me about 4 times.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, so who can you trust in a room?
With your man.
With your man. If you're screaming my man at the top of your lungs, go put your bestie in a room with him and see what happens.
Let me know if y'all still bestie. Yeah, that got my wheels turning about just a lot of past friendships. I caught myself thinking, oh my God, I need to be there because I don't want her around him alone. Which is so really sad. Terrible. It's really sad, honestly. Because
but I've been there.
Absolutely. But it's just, it's genuinely sad because it's like, wow, that's how you know they need to be gone.
And there has been friends in my past where I don't feel like I would have ever trusted them.
Never.
Ever.
Life
to be
happens.
clear, it's not about the man. It's just about like where people's priorities lie with you or somebody else.
And the loyalty and the trust, like that's really what matters to me. You're in a room, who would protect your name? Who
would protect your name? I think that's a huge thing. I've heard of a million times where
we've experienced it firsthand.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah. Like, oh, she was saying this about you, talking crazy about you. Oh.
So what did you say to back us up?
So why did she feel comfortable enough to do that?
Right.
I don't know. Shit like that. Which I think leads us right into playing both sides.
Exactly. And let me tell you about a bitch that plays both sides. You'll get kicked out with the person that's talking. You should never have to tell your friend, pick a side. No. You should never have to.
Well, but
they'll make a choice. We all have the going out friends. We all have, the party friends, whatever, that you keep 6 feet away, arm's distance. Yeah. But they're still fun. I mean, it's okay to have relationships with people that you don't tell everything to.
I mean, there's circles. There's circles. That. Like your inner circle, which mine is like that big. It's a dot. It's like a dot. It's a single pencil dot from a number 2 pencil.
That's a mechanical even, because those are smaller.
Those are smaller. I got one friend, look at her right here.
That's me, y'all.
This is something like I laugh at myself about. I am so private about my life. Like even in past friendships where people where I feel like they were decently close to me knew nothing. Mm-hmm. Like you even knew I would say nothing about any past
When I first met her, I knew nothing about her. I knew a little bit about her family, but as far as like her love life, that was always so
You guys
quiet.
Never knew anything.
Anything.
I do not tell people anything. And I don't really know where that stems from. But it's like when people ask me or like I'll go out to dinner with girls and we're just talking. If you ask me about me, you won't know a thing. Like even I posted a quote the other day where it's like, if you find out some shit, I know who told you. It's because I literally will know who told you. I don't know why I'm like that.
No, but it's really good. That's honestly really healthy. I mean, I was never really the type to ever let people know what's going on in my life, especially if I'm going through some deep shit. I've always swallowed my emotions. I mean, it's not necessarily healthy, so don't take from that. But because now I have a lot of built up issues that I've created myself because of doing that. But even just like, stuff that was going on with my family, no one ever knew. I closed off to even my own mother. And she would even come to me being like, please, like, open up to me. But like, it was even hard for me to like open up to her. I just don't like talking about my business, point blank period. But I've gotten a lot better as far as like friends. Mm-hmm. Cause sometimes it's hard when I get in like under pressure where they're like, well, what's going on in your life? I'd be like, as far as like men, like the men side of things. Yeah. Like if there's anything like deep and crucial that's going on in my head, I'm going to tell you I'm fine. And I'm going to, or again, family stuff, I'm going to tell you everything's great.
Right.
But as far as like men, it's so easy to talk to, especially at a girl dinner. Like, oh, like, it just like, comes up, it's something to talk about. Yeah. And then it's like, everybody always wants to ask, who are you talking to nowadays? And it's like, actually, guess what happened? Like, it's just a story. So many things happen when you're talking to a man, unfortunately. Yeah.
I think I hate, like, also the thought of them being like, oh, well, didn't he do this, or didn't he, like, don't tell me anything. I want to be blind. Like,
I'm gonna start saying that. I'm not talking to anybody. Find somebody else to talk about.
For the next 10 years, you're, like, nearly engaged. I don't know him. It's like Jada and Will right now, where she's basically like, I don't know him. Like, that's gonna be me, like, who?
They see an engagement post. I thought you
we went to dinner last week. You're wearing a ring. They're like, are you talking to anyone?
Mm-mm.
Who?
As of recently, I don't know what the fuck's been going on. I don't know what the fuck's been going on, but the more I talk about, like, a relationship that's going on in my life, it goes south.
I've actually never seen her cry. Have you ever seen me cry?
No
chance.
No chance. Yeah, we've never seen each other cry. We rarely get a hug out of each other. Truly.
The other night was our friend's birthday. And she got...
Who's our friend?
We don't have a friend. You're gonna know who it is. And she got belligerently drunk. Our friend! Your friend! Last birthday party we went to.
Okay, I'm following. Got it.
And she got way too drunk. I honestly think she got drugged because the girl was just not okay. It comes down to it. And
I was not okay.
But, like, she literally took a few shots. So I'm not blaming it on her. I'm blaming it on whatever happened.
Usually a heavyweight. Like,
I've watched her take 20 shots in front of my face. Full shot.
I was still fully functioning.
She never threw up. She took maybe 5 shots. Was literally head out the window on the way home. I have a video of her with the Hollywood stars in the back. And her head is out the window. I made a boomerang of it. I might insert that here. And I'm, like, sober. And I'm just, like, dying laughing. Because we don't drink. Ever.
No.
Like... And so I was just like, what's going on? She comes home, she's in and out the shower, just not okay. Anywho, the next morning she's like, if I wouldn't have had you, I probably would have died. And I was like, yeah.
No, truly.
I was like, yeah. And then she goes, bring it in. And we, like, hugged, kinda. And then she just, like, left. It's weird because in relationships, you're like lovey-dovey, touchy.
I so am.
Not with anyone else.
No. Mm-mm. Yeah, but, like, in relationships, I am. I'm like,
I think that's my love language.
On me. It is.
Yeah, that and words of affirmation, but even more is physical touch for me. I think what Mar and I talk about daily is we are such lover girls.
Yes.
Like, it's in my nature to literally, like, when I like someone, I like someone. Yes. Like, I don't talk to anybody else, and that's not even on any, like, loyalty shit. Like, I feel like I have to be loyal. I just only want to talk to one person.
And that's another reason why I fuck with her so much, is because I hate a boy crazy friend or a boy crazy woman,
because it goes beyond just the boys.
It does.
It's just their nature,
their own nature, and their insecurities and their own self.
Mm-hmm. They feel like they have to,
or just like
validation.
Yeah, it's a validation. That's what it is. But anyways, where you were going with that, we're people that we just like to talk to one person at a time.
In my head, like, I know where I stand with somebody off the bat, pretty much. Like, if I see, like, what they're doing and how they move, which is, like, a lot of times why I keep quiet about a lot of things, and, like, why I internalize a lot of things, which is something I feel like we do differently.
Yes.
That's one of our differences.
A toxic trait of mine is that I will go find shit out and then make myself upset and then expect them to know why. Like, when I have an attitude, I will expect them to know, like, or expect them to think in their head, like, oh my god, did she find out about this?
Yeah,
or, like,
and they, like, just know. That's
and they
so
have, but
true.
they really have no goddamn idea. I mean, they can think, they can make their mind swirl a little bit, but I doubt they do. They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So it's just, that's something I need to personally work on in my life, is, one, maybe not fuck around and find out so much, because I always do that.
Well, like, the only person that's getting hurt
is myself. Exactly. And let me tell you, when I want to fuck around, let me tell you, I end up finding out more than you will believe.
I am the opposite of that.
I need to stop.
Where I'm like, tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Tell me nothing. But I mean, it's good that you know, because you know what's up. But when I'm like, literally plug my ears and don't tell me a goddamn thing because I don't want to know, because then it will make my mind swerve.
It just comes down to, I need to know if I'm getting played in my face so I can leave, or I need to know if I'm getting embarrassed behind my back, because I that's what I don't like. I don't like being lied to, and I don't like, I need to know. I need to be in the circle. So anyways, that's why I do that, I think.
Yeah.
Again, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out regardless. And then you make stories in your own mind.
We like to fuck around.
Baby, we will fuck around until we find out. You don't embarrass me. Don't let a woman, especially women that I know, ever have, access to you.
Yeah.
And it's a small world. Like,
we've learned that all too well in these past couple weeks.
It's a small world after all. Come on.
It's a small world after all.
What do you say?
It's a small world after all. It's a small
world. Yeah, bitch. It's a small world. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been cheated on?
100 times.
Damn.
I'm actually not kidding. The number is probably close to 45.
You've been cheated on 45 times?
Maybe more.
Lex, I'm so sorry.
It's kind of silly.
No wonder she's fucked up. She's actually really, really good head on her shoulders for that. Wow. Because that will fuck up somebody's chemistry, like dead ass.
If he tells you he's going to change 44 times, he's not going to change. The most memorable time I got cheated on, I had this best friend, and she was always like a little weird about my relationship, but whatever. And me and my boyfriend had each other's location, and he wasn't responding, and neither was she. And I had her location, I think, as well. They were in like this church parking lot together. And I was like,
not in the Lord's parking lot.
Yeah. And then I called my other friends and I was like, hey, something weird is going on. And I was out of town. So my friends took it upon themselves. Like, they drove to the parking lot and went up to the car and didn't like what I saw, for sure.
Bitch.
For some reason, still was gaslit into believing it didn't happen.
It's crazy what love can do to you.
Okay, so basically, our camera ran out of storage. Rookie mistake.
Moral of the story is we will catch up next week.
We want to post a video every week. Hold us to it.
Yeah, we love y'all.
Thank
We're
you
excited
for
for this
watching.
journey.
We really are.
We have so many stories, actually, really juicy ones too. I can't wait to share with you guys.
I just can't even wait. We have so
Stay
much to talk
tuned.
about. A look
So much
into
to
our
show
brain.
you. Like and subscribe. What do you say, Brady? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Anyways,
Okay.
love y'all.
Love you. Toodaloo. Bye bye.
Toodles.